Hey YouTube, it's Reagan. I'm back. Some exciting things have been going on. So, my last video, I had turned in all my paperwork and we were waiting. I've been approved for surgery and my date is April 15th. I'm so excited. I have been on a whirlwind of emotions this week. As far as the timeline is concerned, all of my paperwork was turned in, and the doctor's office submitted my paperwork I believe last Wednesday, which was, today's the 15th, so 13th, 6th, April 6th, March 6th. And when I asked them how long it was going to take, on paper it said it would take 6 to 8 weeks for approval. And then when I talked to the doctor's office, they said about 4 to 6 weeks was about the average time for insurance to approve. So then I started being that person, and I called the insurance company. I called them Thursday to see if they got my paperwork. They had just received it. I called Friday to make sure everything was still going on, and they said it was being processed. And I remember I told them, I said, now listen, I just want to make sure that you guys are okay, because I'm going to be calling, a couple times a week, no more than once a day, just to make sure everything. So just bear with me, be patient, whatever, blah, blah. And they're really nice and everything. So I called back on Monday, and I was waiting for them to say, okay, they're still processing, whatever, blah, blah. And the lady was like, you've been approved. Your surgery date is April 15th. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Let's get it. So, the countdown began. But then it was actually funny because, it wasn't. Excuse me. Wednesday, the 13th of March, because it was submitted the 6th, 7th, 8th. The 11th is when I called, and they said it was approved. So then on the 13th, the doctor's office actually called me, because after the insurance company said I was approved, I called the doctor's office to let them know, hey, this is what's up, this is what they said. So doctor's office called me on Wednesday, and she said, guess what? You've been approved. And I'm like, I know. And she said, so do you want the first available time? And I'm thinking, well, I thought it was already set for April 15th. But she was like, well, no, actually, I can get you in earlier. I can get you in the end of March, beginning of April. Now, do you have April 15th? Because at this point, I already got the ball rolling for, everything. And she was like, okay, we'll go ahead and do the 15th. We're good to go. So she said that she was going to call back with the rest of the instructions for me for surgery. And I'm thinking, what? Okay. So Thursday, the 14th. Yeah. Yesterday morning, she called, and she said that I go back in for my testing and my final appointment with the surgeon on the 28th, which is 2 weeks before surgery. And then she gave me the directions for the morning of the surgery. My surgery is at 8. I've got to be there at 6. I don't have to do a liquid diet. However, the doctor does want me to lose some weight, about 15 or so pounds, which will help shrink my liver, which will make it easier to operate. So now I've got to get all my questions together for my last appointment with the doctor, and we are at about 30 days until surgery. On Monday, when I first heard that I was approved, I wasn't expecting them to say it so soon. Obviously, I was expecting the 4 to 6 weeks. So it hit me like a ton of bricks. I thought I was going to be shouting from the rooftops, jumping up and down, screaming, all excited about life. I couldn't stop crying. I was a basket of emotions. I couldn't understand. I'm like, I'm supposed to be excited, and I was excited. I was so excited. But the thing of it is that it's within reach. And it's really hard for a lot of people to understand. This is the first time that it's been within reach. I've talked about surgery here for a while, and I'm still trying to grasp that I'm actually going to be losing a lot of weight. I've been overweight all of my life. I can remember thinking back, third grade. I remember watching some of the other girls sitting in the desks and crossing their legs under the desks, crossing their legs at the knees under the desks. And I can remember thinking, wow, I would love to be able to do that. And I was 7. Yeah, 7. I've always been one of the big kids in class. I was always able to participate and do things, but I've always been one of the biggest, and I've always known it. And so, to think that I'm going to be able to lose a lot of this weight, and where I'm at right now, my whole life is wrapped around my weight. I'm limited on what I'm able to do, and the thought that I'm actually going to be able to break through that, and there's so many emotions that I have, but it's concrete now. I can actually touch it. I can actually, it's here. It's it's 30 days away, and I'm just so very excited, and I feel like it's all that I talk about. It's all I'm consumed with, and I've heard people that have had the surgery refer to it a couple of different ways. One lady stated that it was going to be as life-changing as the day that my son was born. And, somebody else said that it's just like a new bride. And thinking about those experiences and how consumed one is when they're pregnant, and how consumed one is when they're planning a wedding, and that this is comparable to that. I'm very excited. I'm trying to plan. I'm going to be taping a letter or making a video to myself, to my thinner self. I don't even know. I'm still in awe. I'm still clearly not speechless, because I obviously have things to say, but I'm just so very excited. I've got my countdown going, and I'm going to be documenting this and videotaping this every step of the way. So I just wanted to make this video and let you guys know what is going on. I've been glued to YouTube looking at all kinds of, people's different experiences and things. This past Tuesday, the 12th of March, I went to my first support group meeting. It was on sabotage. It was very, very interesting. Made some new connections there. And so, here we are. And, I'm looking forward to enjoying this process. I know it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. And it's worth it to me. And, let's go. So thank you all for watching. Rate, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys later.